Y'all welcome back to another episode of Mav TV. I'm your host, Vic.
I'm your host, Thaddeus.
And we finna get lit.
Let's go. First up, we got an interview by our very own Madison. She's interviewing the band. Check it out.
My name's Dominique. I wanted to join band because I played band for like a year in the 6th grade and I played trombone and it was okay, but then we had our issues and then we moved to Houston and the schools that I went to didn't have band, and then we came here and I saw that they had band and I automatically wanted to join. I felt like I was interrupting what they were doing, but then I saw that it wasn't really anything that I couldn't do, so I caught on right away and it was pretty fun. It's kind of hard whenever I have to figure out how to move my foot and get the roll to go, but then once I get the hang of it, I've got it. The hardest thing about marching is being on beat, because we have the little like thing that's in there and it clicks every time, and every time it clicks we have to step down and we have to march in a perfect straight line, and we have to get our foot right or else it doesn't look right at all. Really, I don't really know a lot of people. I mean, I talk to people in the band, but I don't really know them that well yet.
Enjoy what you're playing?
I do a lot. It's really fun.
All right, next up we have The Awkward Show by our very own Sarah. Y'all check it out.
Check it out.
Welcome to The Awkward Show. I'm your host, Sarah Resma. Your host, your host. And today on this episode, we'll be taking you on a journey to a young man's mind that thinks of football more than he does his grades. And we call that a back quarter. So might as well sit back, relax, because things are about to get awkward.
There you go. Let's start it on 3.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna sync the audio. All right, we're good.
So my name's Sarah, and I'm interviewing.
Kason, Martin.
Okay. All right. So first, I want to get into what this is and what we're doing here. Okay. So we're gonna interview based on your, I guess, characteristics towards Manville High School, and that is that you are a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know any history behind football?
Yeah.
A lot or a little?
I'd say I know a decent amount.
So do you know where the word quarterback originated from?
I think it's because if there's a running back, that's called the fullback. And I'm not as good as him, so I'm only about as quarter of a good as the fullback is. So they call me the quarterback. Now the running back is only half as good as the fullback, so he's called a halfback.
Okay. Okay, so what about the word itself?
The word quarter? Or just the word quarterback?
Like in football.
The word football?
No, the word quarterback. In
Yeah.
football.
That's exactly what I just said. I think, right? No?
Do you want to know what I researched?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know when you go into a public restroom,
Yeah.
and a public restroom's like dirty, and you don't want to put your buns on the toilet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know exactly what you mean. And that would make sense for whenever I'm about to take the snap, you know, like
There you go.
getting in there, like
Yeah.
squatting down. Anyways.
So that's a quarterback. Do you feel any type of way towards that?
Yeah, I feel they named it the wrong thing.
How long have you been playing football?
I've been playing football for all my life.
Since you could remember?
Since before I could walk.
So you played football in the womb?
In the womb.
Who is the worst receiver, hands down?
You know what? Definitely Jalen Preston. He sucks.
So if you could cut one out, who would it be?
If I had to cut someone, shoot. Dang.
How did you feel about some of the questions?
The questions that were hardest to answer is whenever I was having to talk about my friends. I mean, I'm not going to badmouth any of my players. I mean, that's just not what you do to your brothers, you know. Love all those guys. And even if one of them couldn't catch, it's not like that. I'm not going to throw it to him. I trust him. I trust every single one of those guys.
Thank you for tuning in to The Awkward Show. Stay tuned for episode 2.
Since we got voting season in November, you know, we had to put something together called Things Trump Say by my man Chris. Check it out.
I take issue with many people's descriptions of people being illegal immigrants. There aren't any illegal human beings as far as I'm concerned. Then escuchen it. I'm Chris, and today we'll be talking about what things Donald Trump said. Donald John Trump is an American businessman, author, and the Republican nominee for president 2016.
Your nomination for the presidency of the United States.
He is also most recognized by the way he thinks about immigrants.
Go back to Univision.
And the rest, it's about guns,
I am very strong with the Second Amendment.
healthcare,
People are not going to die in the middle of the street. People are not going to die on the sidewalk.
abortion,
Against, I am pro-life, yes. What is
crime,
You tweeted it was 81%. Now,
Bill, I didn't tweet. I retweeted somebody that was supposedly an expert,
but you don't
and it
wanna
was
be-
also a
why do
radio
you
show.
wanna be-
and much more that he covered that really don't change a person's mind. In your screen, there is a tweet that says, "For all of those who wants to hashtag make America great again, boycott at Macy's, there are weak on border security and shopping illegal immigrants." Moving about 11 million illegal immigrants is not very simple, as we all know. In August 19, 2016, he changed his mind of moving 11 million immigrants. Here's a video.
Cambió o trató de cambiar. Tras un año en que estuvo proponiendo la deportación de 11 millones de indocumentados, ahora dice que ya no lo va a hacer y que permitiría quizás que algunos de estos inmigrantes se queden aquí. ¿Pero por qué lo hace? ¿Cree que así va a ganar más votos de los latinos? Para esto invitamos.
Well, which we all know, he want the Hispanic to vote for him, but only because he changed his mind.
Immigrants working, many of them come from Mexico. They love me, I love them. And I'll tell you something, if I get the nomination, I'll win the Latino vote. I will win it.
There are a lot of stuff that Donald Trump is contradicting that himself don't know what he's saying.
How are you going to build a 1,900 miles wall?
Very easy. I'm a builder. That's easy. I build buildings that are 94. Can I tell you what's more complicated? What's more complicated is building a building that's 95 stories tall.
One other reason is about the healthcare. Healthcare is what most important people don't pay attention about. At the moment, Obamacare had a lot of down effects. Trump said that he will repair the Obamacare Act and make a new one, and his benefits will have everyone have a healthcare plan, making it more flexible and more reliable.
Donald, true or false, you've said the government should pay for everyone's health care.
That's false.
You've never said that.
No, I never. I said it worked in a couple of countries,
But you've never stood on this debate stage and says it works great
No, I
in
did
Canada
not.
and Scotland, we
No,
should
I
do it
did
here.
not.
Did you say if you want people to die on the streets, if you don't support socialized health care, you have no heart?
I will
Did you
not
say
let
you're a
people die
liberal
on
on
the
health
streets
care?
if I'm president.
Have
If
you said
people-
you're a liberal on health care?
What do you think about Donald Trump? Will he win the election or will he lose? I'm Chris, and I'll see you soon.
We have everything. We're told to stand back and let people just flow across like Swiss cheese, okay? I said to him, so I think we need the wall. How important is the wall to the Border Patrol people?
All right, next up, we have those football highlights edited by Sylvia. Got that win against North Shore, you know what I'm talking about? We don't take L's over here in Manville, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check it out.
Dear Lord, the battle we go through life. We ask for a chance is fair. Chance to give our strike. Chance to do it there. We should win. Let it be by the code. Faith and honor held high. We should lose. Stand by the road. Chill, the minutes go by. Day by day, we get better and better. So we can't be beat. Won't be beat.
One on the goal line. I'm here first, over the top like a spring dive. Trucks K.
Dear Lord, the battle we go through life. We ask for a chance is fair. Chance to give our strike. Chance to do it there. We should win. Let it be by the code. Faith and honor held high. We should lose. Stand by the road. Chill, the minutes go by. Day by day, we get better and better. So we can't be beat. Won't be beat.
It's game time. It's game time. Colors painted on, watch the star up the show.
Go.
Is it still recording?
Young, I got old cats spazzing on they. I got Prada on my head. Oh, got my lab one man.